Good early morning. It is 6:24 on Sunday. I'm in Kansas City, right outside. I'm in Kansas City, but technically right outside of Kansas City. I want to show you guys something. You can dash anywhere. Look at the blue dot. Blue dot's me. And I am in what's considered Platte Woods, Missouri. And if I scroll down, you'll see, probably see that, it says Kansas City. See all that, very busy and all that? Now, see how it says dash now? Let's see what happens if I hit dash now. It says new dashing location. And it reads, this will change your dashing location from Missouri Melville to Missouri Platte Woods. So if I click OK, it's going to allow me to dash right now. Let's try it out. I'm going to click OK. I want to get back home. I just, could change it back if I need to. Dash until 11. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get an order. I'm not going to take it, but I want to show you guys that if you go, yep, same 4 questions. If you go to another city and you need to dash, you can do that. I know plenty of people have done it. And there we go. Looking for orders. Now, let's just see. I'm going to start driving back to St. Louis. Let's see what kind of orders we get on the way back. Let's see what kind of offers. That was fast. Okay. I don't even know what the base pay is out here. I have no idea. Oh, $4.50 for 0.6 miles. Oh, man, that is super close. Look at that. Look at that. So look at that. I'm the blue dot. And the house. Oh, the house is at like the mini mart or something. It's in a plaza, or it's in like somebody's job, and the McDonald's is up the street and around the corner. I should take it just to have some fun, but I'm not, because I need to get back home, and right now I'm slated to get back home just a little past 10 o'clock. But that was quick. See, guys, you could dash in another city, another town, and you don't need to let DoorDash know about it. You just click, okay, yeah, change my location, and that's it. So let's see if there's a peak pay here. No, there wasn't. Another one, high V, 2.9, $6.50. Not horrible orders, very low miles. So 4 items. Pretty cool, man. Pretty interesting. Just want to show you guys that. I'm going to leave it on as I dash back, just because I think it's entertainment. I'll show you guys some orders along the way. Today's video is going to be about what orders to take and what orders not to take, in my opinion. I'm in the St. Louis market usually. Most of you guys know that. So if you're in a medium to larger size market, which is what I would classify mine, my market's very busy. I'm going to dissect some offers with you, give you my pro tip opinion on whether to take them or whether to throw them in the trash. Kobe, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's go. All right, guys, so first thing, in order to know what offers are good or bad, you have to know your area. So my first tip, and this is going to be not new for some of you guys that have been to this channel, but if you're new, the first thing I talk about is knowing your area, doing the research in your area, knowing what merchants are fast, which ones are slow, which ones have great staff, which ones have good systems in place. And the only way to do that is just by dashing a little bit, okay? Making some mistakes, taking notes, taking mental notes, and knowing which areas are good, okay? So knowing your merchants, what zone's good, which ones allow you to get an offer that leaves you in a good spot to get that next one immediately. So you've got to just dash a little bit to understand that. Also, while you're out, ask other dashers questions. You're gonna see people with red bags, with dash masks. You're gonna see people, oh yeah, I'm with DoorDash, I'm holding their phone up. Don't be afraid to ask questions, start conversations. You might park on a plaza or something and you see other people, same cars that are, there when you're there. Strike up conversations. Knowledge is power. It's my first tip as far as knowing which ones can be good or bad. Secondly, come up within your area, okay? Because rural areas are going to be different than urban areas. Cities are going to be different than rural small counties, right? Areas that have a lot of highways around them versus ones that don't. I say that because come up with a miles to money ratio. You're going to hear like, oh, I do at least 1 mile to $1 ratio. Okay, what that means is if an offer comes in for $5, right, then you're not going to go more than 5 miles. Offer comes in for $10, right, you're not going to go more than 10 miles. Real simple. I recommend when you can do it, $2. That's what works for me in my market. But if you're somewhere where it's more rural, it might be $1. If you're somewhere where it's like super, you know, everything's so close, maybe it's $2.50, $3. Going to depend on what you want, how you want to run your business, what kind of money you need to make, you know, your market, things like that. Okay, so knowing that is also super important when you dissect orders, and we'll do that today. We're going to dissect some. All right, so you got to look at the miles, you're going to look at the money, you're going to look at item counts. Item counts are super important. They can be, in order to find what I call, and you'll find out what they are, hidden tips. Okay, quick example, we'll see some today. If you see a merchant, okay, and it says 7, 8, 9, 10 items, and it's paying you $6, $7, $8, the likelihood of that, if it's from a place where it's not like cheap stuff, like dollar items, you know, the likelihood of it being what's called a hidden tip or a surprise tip, as our president of DoorDash likes to say, a surprise mystery box tip, is higher. Okay, if you get an offer and it's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 items, the offer could be a hidden tip, but the likelihood of it staying at that $6 or $7 or $8 offer is higher. Okay, but like I said, 10 items or something like that from a steakhouse, and it says it's paying you $7, it's probably paying you $13, $14, $15. Something to think about. So a couple things, pro tips on how to dissect an order, what to look for, and how to know if it's good or bad. All right, so let's dissect some together. Put in the comments below if you would have taken these orders in your market, or if you thought, you know what, Pedro did make the right decision, I wouldn't have taken that, or you know what, he did make the right decision, I would have taken that. So let's just get right into it. Let's dissect some offers. Let's go. All right, guys, it is 10:51. We're back in St. Louis. Let's see what we get. I'm not going to be dashing, but I'm going to show you guys and dissect some orders. I'm getting ready to go do some things, but let's see if we can do 2 things at once. All right, guys, first order of the day in St. Louis. Take a peek. Walmart contains alcohol. They don't always contain alcohol, but with this one, what I want to show you guys is, well, first off, I don't do Walmart. That's number one. I don't recommend them. In your market, if you do them and make money, great. In my market, no, never again. If you've watched this channel, you know why. I will never step foot in a Walmart again. But this one says contains alcohol. So what that means is, and it's 26 items. So you're going to go, that one you pull up into a slot, they like load the car for you. And I have seen tips on that before, but a lot of times with Walmart, the miles are a lot. Plus maybe there's a Walmart weight. The base pay is not good. Sometimes you get a tip, most times you won't. But then with that one specifically, you have to also wait for the guests to come out and like, you got to check their ID. Walmart is a no. I do not recommend that. That is always a no for me, and I recommend a no for you. Some of you guys have asked in prior videos, Pedro, what do you do? Like, do you let the time run out because then it doesn't affect your acceptance rate? Listen, acceptance rate doesn't matter. If I know as soon as I see it that an order is not for me, I decline it immediately so that I can get the next one coming to me sooner. I do not let the time run out. I feel like that's wasting time, so I always decline as soon as I can. Another Walmart, depending on when you start, you're gonna get Walmarts Monday through Friday. For me, it's 10:30, and I get some at 5, and then Sundays, I don't know, I usually not out at this time, but $8. Walmart in-store pickup. You gotta walk inside, 3 orders, 21 miles for $8, guys. Walmart is the trashiest of the trashiest companies, right up there with DoorDash. Do not take Walmart orders. I do not recommend them. All right, guys, Subway, $6.25, 5.5 miles. This isn't a horrible order. It's over $1 a mile. Merchant, Subway's quick, leaves me in my zone, all things I look for. But I would probably, this would be a no for me just because of the proximity of where I'm at. It's a little more driving than I like to do. That one would be a no for me. All right, guys, I'm gonna put some screenshots here in a moment, but this one, $4.75, you guys know I do not mind the Walgreens orders.
but it's 3.5 miles, 475. That's an order I might consider taking if it was really slow. This is a fringe order in my book, okay? Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can probably see it. But, up to you. It's a really low amount. There's probably no tip because they do pay you a little bit more on the base pay when you have to shop. But that would be if I'm having a bad day and it's 2 o'clock and I need to make a quick $4.75. I've taken orders that are worse, but that's not a one I highly recommend. But I'm going to show you guys some screenshots here, okay? Okay, so these first couple I'm gonna pop up on either one of these sides here. Is gonna be ones that I believe had no tips. They're crap orders. You should never take them. They're just bad. They're just really, really bad orders. So here, maybe there's one popping up over here. Any ones you see popping up on this screen here, I think are 100%. I never take them, regardless of time, regardless of day. Okay, regardless of miles to money. If you see this $2.25 or $2.50 or $3, and even if it's going a foot, you don't take it. It's my opinion. Okay, obviously it's market specific, but these kind of orders are automatic decline for me, regardless of the situation. This Papa John's order I'm going to show you right here. Okay, really both of them, but this one with $6 and some change, I believe. This is one I would take. I believe it's just a couple miles. The Papa John's in my market is really quick. The likelihood of it getting stacked is 50-50. A lot of times when I take a Papa John's and it's not stacked already, they'll add one order to me. That really makes sense. So that order there I would take. The other one's fringe, but Papa John's in my area can be very quick. I have seen hidden tips on those as well. So as long as the miles to money ratio works out, these are yeses for me. Okay, this order here is, some people might not take it at first glance because of the miles. But if you look at the map, that mile, and you got to know your market, right? 75 to 80% of those miles are on the highway, so it's a quick amount of miles. You're not spending a lot of time. Could be a possible hidden tip. The customer did tip, we know that by the amount, okay? But this is an order I would take if it wasn't like a busy time, because it leaves me in a good drop-off spot. The merchant's good, possible hidden tip. The miles are highway, so you're more effective, you're more efficient when that is the case, okay? So this order for me is probably a yes. I would take this one, okay? All right, now this order was the most intriguing to me, but also probably the worst one that I'm showing you guys here. Take away the Walmarts. Those are crap all day. Those you guys saw in the beginning. This particular order here I'm showing you, there's a couple things I want you to look at, okay? It's not just the miles, okay? But look at the miles are crazy, okay? The amount, $3.50. So DoorDash for my base pay right now is $2.25. And they told us, and I've seen it, they're gonna pay you a little bit more for longer distance. This meets the longer distance criteria. It's $3 and whatever change, so it's all base pay. But look at the item count and the merchant. This is a Mexican restaurant. I know that it's not cheap, okay? 10 items. Now, I don't know if that's individual 10 items or if it's like a couple burritos and like a side of guacamole, a chips, and a side of queso. 10 items doesn't always mean large subtotal, okay? But you don't know the subtotal until you accept it. Or this could be 10 fajita plates, or it could be 10 burritos. This could be over $100 worth of food, guys. But look at this. There's no tip. And I've never seen a hidden tip on something that's $2, $3, $4 offer. Not once. I've tried it, never seen it, never heard anybody tell me they've gotten it. This order is complete garbage. The DoorDash shouldn't even have the ability for the guest to order it with that many miles, no tip at all. Like, that is straight trash. Now, some people might say, well, hey Pedro, maybe they did spend $100. Maybe it's only $25 because maybe it's a side of lettuce and a side of pico de gallo. No way of really knowing. I think this is probably $75 to $100 worth of food, and they didn't tip. Or maybe they're going to give us a tip in cash, but we have no idea of knowing that because all the information they give us is right there. This is an order I wouldn't gamble on. I talk about trying to find hidden tips, and I can show you that, and I've showed you in past videos. But this isn't one I would worth risk taking because of the miles. Okay, I've done orders like this before for $4, going like 2 miles because I thought, wow, a lot of items, only 2 miles, not a lot of time. Maybe there is a hidden tip. Maybe there's a cash tip. But I would not risk my gas in my car taking me out of my zone for this particular order. That is a no all day long. So those are just some of the ones I saw today. I wanted to show you guys these screenshots, talk to you about why I would take them, why I wouldn't take them. Give you guys a little bit of knowledge, especially for you newbies out there. Today's Sunday. I'm not going to Dash. I'm getting ready to go to the pool, spend some time outside. My girlfriend wants to go. She's kind of a water child, I guess you could say. Okay, she wants the sun. I said, you know what? Let's not work today. Let's go hang out and have a good time. So we're going to do that. Listen, bet on you, set goals one day at a time. Excuse me. Cheers. Positive vibes all day. You guys go make that money. Have a great day. And I will see you tonight, possibly at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to go live and talk about a lot of crazy things that happened in the DoorDash this week. Talk about how you guys did this week. Chop it up in the comments section like you guys always do. And we're going to do a live chat. And then if you're not there, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.